Hey guys, today we'll be looking at the Crash S2000 that I picked up recently. But just before we look at that, let's talk about the EG6. It's on axle stands at the moment and I have finally started doing some work to it. It's actually been standing since 2009 and for some reason I just decided last week that I wanted to do the works that should have been done almost 10 years ago. Now, there is a story behind this car which I will get into in another video. But for you guys who used to own a Civic EG, well, you would notice that there are 5 studs on this car at the moment. Now, the previous one had 4x100. This is now changed to 5x114.3. And the reason why I've done that is so that I could run a wider variety of wheels. The car is looking really well. It's not looking the best of shape. It's missing a headlight. The carbon air scoop that I picked up is losing its lacquer. This is losing its lacquer, and well, it's just not looking the best. But that's what I've been doing, and the reason why I didn't film it is because we've been having thunderstorms and lightning over here in the UK. So all I'm missing at the moment is the DC2 handbrake cables, I believe, because this one, well, the EG ones are just too short, and if I just show you in there, it's quite hard to see, but you kind of get the idea that the handbrake cable is somewhere there and that bracket is too short. But anyways, moving on to the S2000. I haven't touched the car since I picked it up. Now, what I want to show you guys first of all is the alloy wheels. Remember this disc brake that snapped? Must have snapped upon impact. Well, we're going to take off the wheel and have a look. I'm actually doing this one-handed, so please excuse me if I'm quite shaky. Now, I shouldn't impact locking wheel nuts, but this is a crash car anyway. It is what it is. Okay. Now to pick this up with one hand. Super heavy. Oh wow. Just give me a sec. This is crazy. Look at that. Look at the way that it snapped off. This must have taken some impact for it to break like that. Look at this. That is crazy. I've never actually seen this happen on a car before. Can we spot any other damage in there? Not really, actually. Apart from the brake disc, everything else seems okay. Of course, the wing is damaged. What else can I show you next? Let's have a look at the engine bay. Let's see if there are any goodies in here. Nope, is more or less standard. So the engine has about 69,000 miles on it. Let me just check the air filter. The previous owner did say he serviced it quite well, and it was literally just done before he had the accident on it. And oh, look at that. We have a K&N air filter in here. I think this one would go well in my other car, to be honest, in my daily S2000. But of course you guys want to hear the sound of this car, because the last time I showed it to you I did mention that the exhaust was really loud, and it is the Super Sheared Performance dual exit back box something system. All I know is that it's very loud and is not to my taste, but let's try give it a start. Let's have a look. Oh, hopefully it has battery. But yeah, you can see there's 69,000 miles, so fairly low in terms of the engine mileage. But yeah, let's give it a go. Okay, it looks like the battery is flat. Give me a second whilst I jump start this. The battery is hooked up, it's ready to start. And just before I do this, because I have a feeling it's going to be loud and you guys won't be able to hear me talking, but the camera that I'm using today might not be able to pick up how loud it is, or it might sound different in terms of real life or something like that. But this is just a general idea of how it sounds. So I'll start it up, and after I'll go around the back and show you guys what it sounds like from there. I can tell you guys this is very boomy. In comparison to my Spoon exhaust systems, I have the Street Spoon exhaust system, the Spoon N1 and the Spoon dual exit, and those three systems are nowhere near as loud as this. This is just really, really loud. I really don't like it. This is totally not my taste. But the engine sounds lovely. Have a listen to that. Not one tapping sound at all. Oh, I can't wait to put this into my own JDM S2000. God, this exhaust is really burbly. Let me stand back a bit, see if I can capture it for you guys. Can you hear it? I'm not sure. I won't find out until I watch this a bit later back on the video. Any warning lights? We only have the ABS because of the accident. But apart from that, yeah, this car is pretty good. So I will leave you guys here in this video. I am going to start stripping the car. I've had loads of comments from quite a lot of you already asking me for various bits and bobs of this S2000. And if some of you have realized already, I've taken off the rear spoiler on the car because I want that for myself. I've been waiting a long time for that spoiler to pop up somewhere for sale. I've taken it off. I'll pull it on top of this. Yeah, I haven't mentioned it to you guys, but this is the secret. The spoiler is on top of the secret. Now, some of you guys may be able to tell from the shape of the car what it might be, but I shall of course announce this to you guys sometime soon. My Spoon S2000 is still sitting there. I have quite a lot to do. There's the Spoon banner there. Inside that box over there we have a roll cage. I still need to sort out the color on the hood and the hardtop, and well, the whole garage is a mess as usual. But as I said, I am going to start stripping the S2000. I will take what I need from it to put onto my own JDM S2000, and then hopefully it shouldn't take me too long because I do want to start other projects. So in the limited time that I have had on this car to break it, I have done a fair few amount of stuff. I've taken off the front fender on the driver's side. I've taken off a couple of the plastic wheel liners. We've got some radiator cover. We've got the under splash guard. Of course the headlights, tail lights, and a couple of the brackets and the wheels as well. But it just means that we can look further into the damage shown here. So I believe the ball joint has come off, which if I just lift it there, you can see how it has simply sheared off the hub itself. That is just mad. And the same thing can be said about the rear. Let's just move this wheel out of the way. The force of the impact was so hard that the ball joint bracket has simply snapped in half, and the ball joint is still on the lower arm. That's pretty crazy. How hard must have they hit the curb? Of course we had the ABS light earlier as well, and that's because this cable is snapped here when the suspension dropped. And this bit as well, that is completely sheared as well. Let's have a focus in on that. Can it focus? Yeah, so that's completely sheared off as well. So that's crazy, and that was coming off that bit there. So that's it for today's video. We will of course continue stripping the S2000 as the weeks go by. The EG6, once the DC2 handbrake cables come, then of course I will show you that as well. And I also want to show you the fancy rims that I have for the car. So I guess I will see you guys soon.